They are afraid for their safety, they're afraid of what other people will think, they're afraid of how that will have an effect on their social life, their work life, their home life.
Ashley Santiago is a junior pre-med major at Ohio University. She is also a victim of sexual assault. Last year at this time, she was anxiously studying for an exam in her dorm room late at night when a friend of a friend offered to come calm her down.
With my anxiety and how bad it was, I was really scared, and I was like, yeah, I do want somebody to be with me. If you come over, I don't want to have sex. I don't want to have sex.
Not long after that text exchange, the man knocked on her door. Still wrestling with her anxiety, she lay down on her bed.
And he got in beside me, and I talked with him a little bit about what happened and fell asleep. And I woke up to him violating me.
She told him to stop, but because she didn't know him well, she said she was afraid to scream. After the encounter, she asked him to leave and texted a friend who took her to a Blennis hospital. Despite immediately reporting the rape, her attacker graduated, left Athens, and so far, faces no charges.
I have failed to find justice through the school and through legal processes. While the prosecutor's office is still looking over my case, it doesn't seem very likely that they're going to take it.
Santiago says Ohio University failed to follow its own guidelines in investigating the case within 60 days.
My particular process took more than 3 times that amount, and I did not find resolution.
Santiago says the university finally ruled there was not enough evidence to take disciplinary actions against her attacker. Her attempts to learn why the case was dismissed fell on deaf ears.
I called the school and I had tons of questions for them, and I was angry, and they would not discuss the matters of my case with me.
Santiago says she became pregnant with twins as a result of the assault. She miscarried one of them.
I chose to get an abortion after miscarrying the first.
She is leaving Ohio University after this semester. She says she feels the school did the bare minimum to help her. This was not an isolated instance. Another student, this time a journalism major, says she was raped here in Bryan Hall. Her real name is not used, and at her request, her face is not shown. But like Santiago, Susan has a similar story.
Last February, I was sexually assaulted by a guy who also stalked me. I told him I did not want to sleep with him. I was not going to sleep with him, so he raped me, and then 3 days later, I went to the cops.
She says it took her that long to report the attack, also fearing being victimized by the process.
It was like, if I tell someone, they're going to tell me I should have done something else, and I just didn't want to hear it. So immediately, I didn't tell anyone.
She is also frustrated with the legal system.
When we took it to court, they said that because I did not get a rape test done, it would not hold up. So it'd be a he said, she said scenario, so they were like, we don't have any evidence. So the only thing he was charged with was stalking by menacing.
Susan doesn't feel like she got justice with her case either.
They let this, scum of a man get away with so much. He's literally charged a misdemeanor. What he did should be considered a felony.
Michelle Ferrier, associate professor at Ohio University and a sexual assault survivor herself, says Ohio University is more interested in protecting its image than seeking justice for the victims.
The institution is in a protective state that both our legal system as well as the Title IX offices and those that are here to police the activity of the institution are complicit in hiding these events and keeping them from our students in order to be able to protect our enrollment and to protect the institution from public scrutiny.
She says she understands why these crimes often go unreported.
I don't fault other women for not coming forward because the emotional damage from the incident itself is painful enough. But when we have processes here that are designed to hide and suppress and minimize the damage that you've had, I would not recommend that any woman come forward and tell their story here at Ohio University.
Neither the Athens County Prosecuting Attorney's Office or Ohio University's Dean of Students would speak with us about these cases, citing concerns over confidentiality. For WUB News, I'm Taylor Bruck.